Before I sweep and mop the floor, I'm going to go ahead and put my turkey necks on because they are going to cook the longest. So I got some smoked turkey necks. And I put them on high. I want them to boil. And I want them to boil really good. And I'm going to pour that water because that first boil is going to pull a lot of the sodium and stuff off of them. I'm probably going to pour most of that water off, if not all of it. And then rinse them and put some more water back on them and then start the actual cooking boil.
Taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can a little bit. The floor is just a little down, not too bad. Can you see it? Turkey necks are boiling. Before I start cutting up all my vegetables and stuff, gonna be really a easy dinner because the biggest part of the job is cutting up the veggies and making the meatloaf, and that'll cook the longest, and the smoked turkey will cook the longest. Once I put the frozen beans in, it'll be fine. Taking me a Milky Way break. Gonna work on some more of this video. I think I'm going to divide all of this footage into 2 videos because it's just going to be too long. Y'all don't want to look at a 40-minute video. Let me see where we are now. So the video stopped before I started cleaning and it's already at 20 minutes. So no, y'all don't want to look at a 20-minute video. So I'm going to separate the videos and then you have more vlogs to look at this coming week. So I'm going to take about a 5 or 10 minute break, let the floor dry, and then we will. Okay, y'all, that wasn't bad. The floor is dry. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting the turkey necks are still boiling their first boil. I am going to go ahead and start getting the meatloaf together. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 400 so it'll be nice and hot. When I'm ready to put the meatloaf in, we'll go ahead and cut up our veggies and get the meatloaf ready. I do have smaller pans in this. This is big, but this is my favorite whip 'em up pan. I have less than a pound of ground sirloin. It was like 0.88. This is 0.93 of ground chuck. And it's gonna make too much meatloaf, but I will freeze the rest for later. I'm gonna mix it all up. This is 0.94 of regular ground beef. And this is 0.93 of ground round. The flavors it creates when you mix up the different types of ground beef. water, still on high. Meatloaf in the oven. Okay, turkey necks are off to a good boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and season the turkey necks. I try to season the meat before I add the veggies. So this is chicken bouillon. It's powdered. Put it in everything. You saw me put it in the meatloaf. That's about how much I'm gonna use. I'm gonna add onion powder. Y'all, I don't do measurements like I said earlier. I can just tell you what I'm using. Now you're gonna have to let the spirit lead you where to put however much you want to put. Okay? Little total seasoning. Those are my go-to seasonings. I don't use too much of anything else besides salt and pepper. There's some dishes that I just use salt and pepper, and there's some dishes where I use these seasonings, but nothing past this. So I went ahead and added the seasoning to the water. It gave a kind of yellow tone. I will add some black pepper, but I'm going to do that once the veggies are in there, so I know how much to add. Love a lot of pepper. So this is what the turkey necks are looking like with the seasoning. Of course, as I stated, they got a nice boil to them. Meatloaf is looking good. Let's meatloaf is looking good. Turkey necks been cooking about 20 minutes. So after about 20 minutes, I add the seasoning. Let them keep cooking. I'm gonna let that water boil down, and then I'll add a little more. Okay, y'all. So the turkey necks have boiled down good, and they are nice and soft. So I added 2 cups of water. Now 2 cups of water still didn't cover the turkey necks. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead. I'm using frozen butter peas. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add the butter peas. I got 4 packs. I'm gonna go ahead and add them, and then I'll know how much more water I'm gonna need to add to cover the peas. So for these, it says cover with water, boil for 3 minutes. Now I cook mine for longer than 3 minutes. That's my mom. Oh, sorry about that. My mom just called. My pop's brother, they found him dead. So I'm gonna probably cut this video short. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking. I've already put the butter peas on. I'm gonna cover it with water and let the peas get soft. I'm gonna add a little of the Sweet Baby Ray to the meatloaf, put it back in the onion, and then that'll be done. And I'll try to get you some footage of what it looks like when it's finished. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.